Because I had a ticket to see the Calder exhibit, and I've always really liked Calder. I went and checked out the Terracotta Warriors, the Chinese art. That was really interesting.
Today to see the Terracotta Warrior and the Tai Guoqiang exhibition.
I went today because today is the last day of the Calder exhibition, and so it was my last chance to see Calder again.
I visited today because the Terracotta Warriors and the Tai Guoqiang's exhibition.
It was the Terracotta Warriors. I've seen documentaries of the Terracotta Warriors and I just think it's amazing. I'd love to go and see it in real life.
I was very, very pleased to discover the contemporary Chinese art on the top level. The young woman at reception suggested that I have a look at the contemporary Chinese art, and wow, that was really something.
I came to see Alexander Calder's exhibition. I think he's a very talented artist, and I really like his sculptures. They're simple, but they've also got a lot going on. Simple but complex.
No, I've been to the NGV maybe 100 times, many times.
Yeah, it's my first time. I have never been here before.
I come here often.
I've been here multiple times.
I've been there before.
Well, this is the first time to the Melbourne Gallery Museum.
I have been there for several times. Mostly, I've been there with my girlfriend.
And I love coming to the NGV, and I come here every couple of months, at least 6 times a year.
I try to go at least once a month, hopefully more if the exhibitions are good.
Twice a week, yeah.
Maybe twice a year.
At least once a month.
Probably 2 to 3 times a year.
Different cultures, different art styles.
Atmosphere there. I love that because you can relax and you can get inspiration there.
They have world-class exhibitions, a great selection of contemporary and historical kind of art and artists. So it's very cool to see a contemporary Chinese American artist at the same time.
Well, for me, it's when they have special exhibitions like this.
I really like art. Helps me understand the world, and I also really like seeing the world through other people's eyes.
I'm very, very fond of art. Unfortunately, I'm an art collector, and yes, I can't resist gallery, exhibition. I keep buying art and there's no room left on my wall, so yes, I have a big problem with artwork.
The space, the different changing exhibits, the events. So I like these nighttime events that they have sometimes, where it's a bit of music, a bit of food, a bit of art. And it's always just a nice place to come and get some new ideas. Yeah, it was good. Different, yeah.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, really good.
I did.
Of course, I enjoy the visit.
Yes, definitely.
Oh yes, definitely. I always enjoy visiting gallery.
I would say the contemporary art side of it, the gunpowder that he used, that was really interesting. Yeah.
I think it was seeing the Calder mobiles in real life, just how they move when people walk past. It's really nice to see. There's a real stillness, but with that mobile, they are moving.
I think just the whole, how he did the art with the explosives and the amount of work, the flowers, and yeah, it's just awesome. The amount of time and effort that would have went into making it. And then the setting up of it, each of the birds having the 2 strings, would have taken amazing setup. Yeah.
Well, apart from the Terracotta Warriors, I really like the horse. And then we were talking about Tai Guoqiang. I think I really like the birds suspended from the air.
The one that I enjoyed the most were the papier-mâché white sculptures with the birds. But I also love them all. But I must say, yes, these papier-mâché are just, they move me a lot, yes.
My favourite piece in Alexander Calder is the sculpture of the spider and the fly. I think it's just really beautiful, and it's, I don't know, it's just
like it.
I just like it, yeah.
I think I really liked this film where it showed his artwork in movement. I thought that was quite interesting because I think often you go to a museum and you're not allowed to touch things, and I think his art is meant to move, so it was nice to see it moving. Yeah.
It's very unique and creative, whereas the older styles are very, the stock standard, they're very uniform. Whereas this, it allows artists to do something creative, push the boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. It was really good. Yeah, it was great. Oh, art is endless, isn't it? Anything. Just anything that inspires people.
I think it's very interesting. It's always up to like a personal interpretation of what it is. Yeah, so it can mean many things.
I think contemporary art is very important, and I think we should put more effort into exhibiting contemporary artists' work, because it'll help us understand the world that we live in now, and it'll help people in the future understand where the world was at.
But it's interesting, it's important, it's very important. I think it's a voice that can express things that maybe other people can't express.
For me, contemporary art is something looks normal but have some special or deep meaning. But for me, I always cannot get those kind of meaning.
I think the most important thing is to have people visit and appreciate artwork, yeah. Especially when people come with children, to get children to appreciate art. I was very happy to see so many families with young children.
The role, I guess, is always just to promote both traditional and contemporary art, to make sure that people can still enjoy it.
It can provide a place for everyone, no matter where they're from and who they are. It can. This is the first thing, and the second thing is for the education. We can see a lot of people. They can take their kid to visit there, and also the school will set up some activity inside there. It was very good for them.
I think it's a place for important ideas, a place to meet, a place that people can express themselves safely.
I think galleries have a really important role in society. You get a lot of art comments on society, and if the galleries don't give those people a platform to voice their ideas, then we lose a lot in society. So I think galleries are really important for the way we see the world.
Just check out everything as much as I possibly could, because it's quite expensive sometimes. Yeah, so if things were free, that'd be great.
There was definitely some of the sculptures in the Red Rabbit exhibition that I wanted to touch. But of course I didn't, so I would probably take some home if there was no limitation. So
I might want to try touching some of the exhibits, but I know I'm not allowed to. But I want to feel like the actual material used to make it, and like the curve and the shapes. It's just very interesting. Yeah.
Oh wow. I don't know, I've always been interested. There were these dance classes that they were doing in there. I thought that would be cool, because then you can move in a really interesting space and learn something new. Yeah, that would be nice.
It would be great to, I know you can't, but to touch the terracotta warriors or touch the artefacts would be amazing in person. But I know you can't do that, but yeah, it would be amazing.
Maybe party, because a museum or gallery, this kind of place is quite quiet. So maybe making some noise in this kind of place is quite funny.
I would love to be able to touch the art. I always want to touch it, but you have to respect the rules sometimes. And it's important from a conservation perspective to not touch it, but sometimes you just want to, Yeah.